Y or N and Hoshi have been academic rivals since the first year of university. She's the bold, spoiled, rich girl who always scores just a little higher than him, and he's the fierce perfectionist who can't stand losing to her. Their fights are legendary, sarcastic, fiery, and way too personal. When the university arranges a research trip into the deep forest, fate or something darker traps them together. A storm hits, the group gets separated. Yin and Hoshi are left alone. Can you stop walking like the ground personally offended you? Yin snapped, brushing a branch out of her way. Hoshi didn't even glance back. Maybe if someone hadn't insisted on taking the shortcut, we wouldn't be lost right now. Yin gasped dramatically, excuse me. You're the one who said, trust me, I've got a better sense of direction. She mimicked his voice, mocking him with exaggerated hand gestures. He turned around, his brows twitching. You sound nothing like me. Good, I'd rather die than sound like a walking GPS with attitude. The sound of their footsteps filled the thick forest air, leaves crunching beneath their sneakers. The rest of their classmates were miles ahead, probably already at the campsite, laughing, roasting marshmallows, and writing perfect field notes, while the two smartest and most stubborn people in class were officially, completely, and undeniably lost. Yin huffed, adjusting her backpack. We just have to find the river and follow it back, right? Hoshi squinted at the map upside down. Yin folded her arms. You're holding it wrong. I know how to read a map. He shot back. Then maybe use that brain you brag about in every debate and figure out why North keeps changing directions. He exhaled sharply, running a hand through his messy hair. You're unbelievable. Thank you, I try. The sarcasm danced between them like static, half irritation, half electricity. They'd been rivals since freshman year, fighting over grades, projects, even cafeteria tables. But there was something about being alone in the middle of nowhere that made every word feel louder, every glance sharper. A soft rumble of thunder rolled somewhere far above. Great, Yin muttered. Now it's going to rain. Maybe a wild animal can just eat us both and end this trip early. Hoshi grinned faintly, lowering the map. I'd like to see the animal that could handle you. Yin blinked, his tone had dropped, deeper, teasing. For a second, she swore his eyes caught the light differently. Gold for just a heartbeat. But then he turned away, brushing past a tree trunk. Come on, partner, he said, voice half smug, half serious. Let's see if you can keep up. Yin scowled but followed anyway, pushing branches aside, her heart strangely uneasy. Not from fear, but from the way he said partner.
Later, fine, go that way, genius, Yin yelled, spinning on her heel. Gladly, Hoshi shot back, stomping off in the opposite direction. The jungle swallowed their voices, birds scattering at the sound of two very dramatic college rivals, finally splitting up.
Yin kept walking, muttering under her breath, Mister, I know the map. Bet he can't even spell compass. She kicked a pebble, brushing her hair out of her face. The trees were thicker here, shadows twisting under the late afternoon light. A low growl echoed. Her heart stopped for half a beat. Hoshi, she called, forcing a laugh. Not funny if that's you growling. I swear I'll. Another growl, deeper this time. Leaves rustled, then two golden eyes glimmered between the trees. Y or N froze. The shape stepped out, a real tiger, muscles rippling beneath striped fur, tail flicking. The kind you only ever see on documentaries. Oh my god, she whispered, backing away. Her foot caught a root, and she stumbled. The tiger pounced. She threw up her hands. Its claws grazed her arm, sharp pain burning across her skin. Ah, Hoshi, she screamed. A beam of white light cut through the trees, the beam of a flashlight, shaking. Yin, Hoshi burst from the dark, eyes wild, but something was off. The air shimmered around him, like heat waves. The full moon broke through the clouds, washing him in silver. His body stiffened. He dropped the flashlight. It rolled, light flashing over his face just as his eyes flared gold, the same color as the tiger's. Hoshi, Yin breathed. The tiger turned toward him, snarling, but the boy she knew was already gone. His back arched, muscles tensing, skin rippling as faint, striped shadows crawled up his arms. His voice turned to a guttural growl as he lunged, half human, half beast. The two tigers, one flesh, one curse, collided in a blur of claws and firelight. Snarls tore through the night until the wild tiger bolted into the trees. Silence fell. Yin blinked, shaking, staring at the creature that remained. Gold eyes met hers, familiar eyes. Hoshi, He took a step forward, breathing hard, chest rising and falling under faint stripes that glowed before fading. The world tilted. Why? Anne's vision blurred. The last thing she saw was him reaching out, clawed hand trembling before everything went black. A cool breeze brushed against Yin's cheek, her head felt heavy, and something warm was pressed under her. Her eyes fluttered open and met a white shirt, soft fabric, and the steady thump-thump of a heartbeat. Her brain lagged. Then she looked up. Hoshi, sweaty, dirt-smeared, disheveled Hoshi, staring right down at her with wide eyes and a guilty expression like a kid caught stealing cookies. Yin blinked. Why am I in your lap? Hoshi froze. You fainted. So you made me your pillow? I know. You just there was no ground space. Okay, fine. Yes. Technically. Don't come close. She suddenly screamed, scrambling back so fast she tripped over her own backpack and landed on the grass again. Hoshi groaned, rubbing his temple. You're literally impossible. And you're weird. Yin pointed dramatically. What were you even doing? I saw your eyes. You had tiger eyes. He blinked. Deadpan. Tiger eyes. Yes. Don't gaslight me, Mr. National Geographic. Hoshi sighed, leaning back on his hands. You hit your head pretty hard, didn't you? Yin squinted. You're deflecting. And you're hallucinating. Then explain why there's blood on your shirt and scratch marks on the tree behind you. Fine. He snapped, standing up. Maybe I fought a tiger because someone screamed my name like they were auditioning for a horror movie. Y/N gapped. I almost got eaten. You're welcome for not letting that happen. Oh, congratulations. Do you want a medal or a jungle fruit basket? They glared at each other. Silence. Only crickets dared make noise. Later. Fine, Sherlock, Yin muttered, crossing her arms. If you didn't turn into a tiger, prove it. Let's just finish the trail and call it a day. Hoshi smirked. Gladly. Loser buys dinner. They started walking again, still bickering, still pretending the weird moonlight moment never happened. The jungle opened into a clearing where the university flag, the final checkpoint, fluttered weakly in the breeze. Yen's jaw dropped. Wait, that's the finish line. Hoshi grinned. Told you I knew the map. She groaned. No, I'm not losing after all that. She broke into a run, but Hoshi was faster. He reached the flag first, turned, and spread his arms wide like a champion. I win, he said, panting, hair a mess and grin too smug for words. Yn stumped up to him. You cheated. Did not. Did too. He only laughed, stepping closer. You really hate losing to me, huh? Before she could retort, he suddenly bent, scooping her up in his arms, clean, easy, and far too confident. Yeah, Hoshi, put me down, she yelped, clutching his shoulders. He spun once, half dancing, half dramatic, voice full of mock pride. Ladies and gentlemen, behold the ultimate prize. Yn blinked up at him. Flustered. Prize. Obviously, every champion deserves one. His grin softened, a little less teasing now. Guess that makes you my trophy. For a heartbeat, she forgot how to breathe. Then she smacked his chest. You're impossible. He laughed again, setting her down gently. Maybe, but at least I'm the impossible one who found the way out. Yin tried to glare, failed, and smiled despite herself. Whatever, Mr. Tiger. He chuckled, glancing at the moon that still glowed too bright above them. Careful, Yn, keep calling me that and you might make it true. For a moment, they just stood there, moonlight brushing across their faces, wind whispering through the leaves. Then Hoshi suddenly took her hand, pulling her a little closer. Yin, he said softly, gaze locking with hers. If this was a race, I'd still choose to lose, as long as it means standing here with you. Her breath caught. That's your idea of flirting. He grinned. Worked, didn't it? Before she could retort, he leaned down and kissed her warm, sweet, and a little smug, just like him. Yin froze, then melted against him, her fingers curling in his shirt. When they finally pulled apart, she whispered, cheeks flushed, you're such a show-off. Hoshi smiled, brushing her hair back. Maybe, but now you're officially my favorite victory. She laughed, softly this time. Fine. You win, tiger boy. Always, he said, grinning before kissing her again, this time slower, more real under the glowing moon that had started it all.